Welcome back to User Behavior Insights, and now we focus on conversion funnels. Some time ago, when the internet was still in development and the first attempts at e-commerce were being made, website owners and digital marketers did not have all the functionality of the analytics tools that we have today. Tracking sales processes was very difficult at the time. I remember working with website owners who were confused about why they had many visits to their websites, but very few sales of their products. Most of the time, it was because their websites were convoluted and were confusing customers. Visitors got lost somewhere between the product page and the actual checkout. But where exactly? And how could we better analyze this? Nowadays, the problem is solved. Most experts use a tool called a funnel, or a conversion funnel, or a marketing funnel, to get an overview of the entire process that leads to a conversion or a sale. It is called a funnel because it looks and acts exactly like a funnel that you would use to pour liquids into a bottle with a tight neck. Some of that liquid may inevitably get spilled and will not make it to the inside of the bottle. In translation, that means that not all of the visitors make it from the top of the funnel to the point of conversion, which in our example was the bottle or the bottom of the bottle. Before using the conversion funnel tool, you will need to think about how to set it up, according to the path your users would commonly take on your website in order to reach a conversion. A simple example would look like this. This one consists of 5 steps. Visitors landing on the homepage. That's where we start, the first step. Then, visitors going to website shop. Visitors reaching a product or a service page. Visitors adding that product to the cart. Visitors going to checkout. So you see there are five steps between the moment users enter the website and the time they reach the checkout page, which is the conversion page. At each step, you would expect to have less visitors staying in the process, but you would hope that the difference between steps is not too big, as this would mean that you are losing many customers along the way. Anyway, by analyzing the funnel, you will be able to see at which step you are losing customers. You can try to find the reasons for that. A good idea could be to watch the session recordings for those who dropped off at that particular step. Find the error, fix it, and reset the funnel visitor data to see if results improve. You may be running several marketing funnels at the same time, with small variations to the steps you use. Compare the data and see which pages lead to a higher conversion rate. Learn from that and try to replicate those pages in the future. This is how a funnel tool will help you improve your performance in terms of sales, not just visits. Now that we know what the funnel is used for, let's see how to set it up in Visitor Analytics. I have it open right here. You can click on Create New Funnel. Name the funnel to recognize it later because you may have several. You can name it something like Funnel 1. You have the option to choose a visitor limit, like a maximum number of sessions that you want to record for this funnel. But this is just optional. You don't need to enter anything in it. If you don't, then all of the sessions will be recorded. It's also optional to set a target conversion rate right here. I can put in 10% so that you can compare actual results with your goals by the time you finish the funnel. You need at least 2 levels to have a valid funnel, which you can fill here with the names of the pages you think are relevant. Like for example, I could choose Home as the first level, but I can choose a name for it. It's gonna go with homepage. And then I could just, let's say I have a blog page here that I think is relevant. I choose the name blog page and I just look for it in the list or type the name I want over here. Here it is. And I can then add other levels to the funnels. The maximum number of levels is 8, but you'd be advised not to overcomplicate the path to a conversion by adding so many steps. 4 to 5 steps max is ideal. I'm just gonna introduce the last level of the funnel here, which should be our login page. There are 2 ways to define a funnel step. The ones that I use so far went with particular pages, but I can also introduce in the funnel types of similar pages, like for example, all product pages. Because all of the product pages on my website start with the same path like visitoranalytics.io/products/something, I can choose here to define a new URL pattern, and I get the option URL starts with. I can choose to write here visitoranalytics/products, click enter, and that's that. Now you have one step of the funnel that actually registers sessions on several pages, not just one. Once you're done, you can just click on save and activate funnel. Then you wait for a few days for visitors to navigate your site. Depends on how much traffic you have, and you can check the results. Let's look at an active funnel in Visitor Analytics to see what it looks like. You can see here I have 3 steps in this funnel. The first step is again the home page as a landing page, and I have over 3,000 users over there. But at the second step, which is the features page, I only have 86 visitors reaching that. 2.73% of the initial amount, which is not very good. After that, the third step of the funnel would be the registration form. So that's where users sign up and become customers. I only have 12 visitors reach that page, which is only 0.38% of the initial amount, which is quite a low conversion rate, unfortunately. I could just try to go to this part between level 1 and level 2 and actually click on watch dropouts to go to the session recordings and see what's happening there. Why are there so few going from the home page to the next step in the conversion funnel? Let's look at another example with a higher conversion rate on the same page. Maybe a slightly better conceived funnel over here. It just has 2 steps, but the conversion rate is 11.37%. The logic of it is that the first step here is again the home page, but on the home page we have a lot of big noticeable buttons that lead directly to the sign up, to the registration form, which is a different page. And that is our second level, and at the same time the page that we consider to be the conversion page. You can see here in the funnel that we have close to 3,000 visitors to the home page, and more than 300 of them click on one of these buttons to directly go to the conversion page, which is a pretty good ratio. 11.37% conversion rate is quite good. That's about it for funnels. Make sure to use them, especially if you are focused on sales.